Acknowledgements to the running community to get them implemented at our events, to get them implemented at races, and just everyone's part of the running community, because we have this opportunity that is connecting us with the lands. We're having this opportunity to learn history and do the right things, and so I'm here to give a land acknowledgement. We are here to be in community, but first I'd like to acknowledge the Tongva, Chumash, Tataviam, Ajacaman, and Kish peoples as the traditional land caretakers of Tovangar, Los Angeles Basin, Southern Channel Islands, and all across LA County into Orange County. And I'm grateful to be a guest on these lands and to support the Taraxatum Indigenous peoples in this place and on these lands. This is an opportunity for every person, whether you're Indigenous or not, to always continue learning about the history of the Indigenous peoples as the first peoples of these stolen lands that we're on, and how can we gain a new perspective of how we connect with them, but also connect with the community of the Indigenous peoples that are still very much here, still very present. And sadly, the Tongva and Chumash people don't have federal recognition like 570 plus tribes do have federal recognition. And so a lot of their traditional villages and everything, like especially in downtown LA, like right where LA City Hall is one of their actual like village tribes that was there. And so this is just bringing greater awareness to where we are today. How can we gain a new perspective? How can we take proactive action to be good stewards of the land, caretakers, but also co-conspirators and allies with Indigenous peoples to continue caretaking for the lands, to continue celebrating and honoring Indigenous peoples in our history, and to hopefully build a better next generation for everyone that comes into the running and outdoor communities that want to be outside. So grateful to share that. And if you want to learn whose lands you're on, you can go to nativeland.ca or download the app Native Land. Just know that all of these technological creations are always improving and mistakes are made. So don't heavily rely on these apps to learn the lands you're on, because I found out that like I've excluded some traditional communities and was luckily connected community, and they like told me and informed me. So always stay learning, always keep staying curious, and always Google's your best friend to be able to continue to find out, who are part of the communities that you're living in. So, thank you.
Thank you, Jordan. Can I add one caveat to Jordan's saying? Instead of Googling, can we say ecosia, which plants trees for your searches? So if you don't have ecosia as your search app, they plant trees for every 75 searches you do, which sounds like a lot, but you probably wouldn't be surprised if that goes pretty quick. They plant a tree.
Nice.
And so, yeah. Okay, so I guess we will head out now. We'll definitely stay as a group till we get down to the beach. And then we'll stop, check in. Actually, we'll go outside and... No, let's do our body scan here. Okay, so I'm going to come stand over here. I'm going to invite you to close your eyes if you feel comfortable, and I'm just going to have us work our way down our body to just check in. Okay, ready? Starting at the top of your head, working your way down, making sure your eyes are nice and relaxed, not squinting, not holding any tension there. Going down into your nose, your mouth, making sure everything is loose and relaxed there. You're not holding that tension, grinding your teeth or holding tightness there. Going around to the back of your head, which I recently learned is called the inion, the bump. Checking in around there. Going down into the back of your neck, coming around to the front. Going into the tops of your shoulders, into your upper arm, round your elbow, lower arm and wrist, into your palm and fingers, coming back into your torso, going down through your chest, into your stomach, trying to be aware of that diaphragmatic breathing, going into your stomach, not just breathing, which I have a bad habit of just doing into the top of our lungs, going down into your hips and pelvis, just checking in, and going into your quads, round to the back to the hamstrings, into the back of your knee, the front of your knee, into your calf and shin, your inner ankle, the outer ankle, going into the heel, arch of the foot, top of the foot, ball of your foot, and finally your toes. And just taking a moment to check in with your body, thanking it for the ability to go for this run right now, to be here right now. And with that, shall we begin our run? Yeah? Okay, well, let's do it. We'll stay as a group. And yeah, let's head outside. Gabby, are you going to stay here or come with us? I don't know if it... Okay, you're not running. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, okay. Okay, we'll see you when we get back.
Is there anything you'd like me to do with the space? Yoga mats?
Yeah, maybe if you could.
Okay,
Yeah,
sure.
just
I can
kind of
clear
make some
out
space.
Center, clear the center?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that'd be great. Okay, thank you. All right. Jordan, get the stroller ready. Cross over.
There's stuff in the store.
And yeah, we'll come back here. Ryan will be here, so you don't. If you want to leave anything here, we're good. Okay, we'll just give Jordan a minute. Yeah. Okay. Are you? Okay, yeah.
But I saw you got a message.
Yeah, hang out with Gabby. Okay, we'll see you soon. Well, thank you so much that's really brave and courageous of you to do that, because I know it's intimidating, so thank you for coming. All right, let's cross over and we'll get moving.
We're going this way?
Is that the way?
We could start with a jaywalk, yeah. Let's break a lot early. I think that's early and often.
Should I seriously not have everyone do that?
Well, we're Los Angelinos, so we all probably have jaywalked before.
Okay, so that's the street that...
But she's from Alaska.
Okay.
We don't do that there.
Okay. I was seeing that we should go down here. Is that, yeah? Correct. Okay. All right, so let's all cross over. Start with the jaywalk. I'm from England. We don't have such a thing as jaywalking, so I'm... All right, let's take our time with crossing here.
Native. Just waves at the cars to get them to stop. All the rest of us are like,
Okay. All right. And then...
Gina, I'll get in the back.
Okay.
And then...
All right, so let's stay as a group to start with. Just stay nice and close, and then we'll off we go. Okay. So is anyone actually definitely comfortable with the shortest way to get here? I've kind of looked it up, but no. Okay, so this is on me.
Going in the right direction. Yeah.
Okay.
You're right.
Is that you telling me, or you're guessing?
In general, the beach is over there.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so you might as well just still stay in the road and see how we go. Nat's on the run. Let's stay on this street. Okay, so but David, this probably isn't what you thought we were going to take off with, right? You probably
I
envisioned.
think the plan that you were telling me last night, it already is much different. So
Okay. All right. Good.
I did set my alarm.
Yeah, I know. We're here. We're here, Nat. We're here. It's been like 10 years in the making, but we're finally together.
The best hug I've ever received. I have
Well,
today.
that is quite the compliment, and you just said that on a recording, so I'm keeping that forever. So yeah, can I start with you, Nat? Tell me. Well, actually, let me first say one thing to do. Just make sure you talk to someone you haven't talked to before. One theme I would love for today is that David mentioned that, this area holds a special place in my heart, and it is killing me to think about leaving here already. And don't worry, he's working his...
I'm trying to get her here permanently.
Oh my gosh! It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen, but we can work on it. But I want to make sure today, try and talk to someone you haven't talked to, and talk about a special place to you. What is somewhere that you have always, maybe visited and just felt a special connection to, or let's just check here. Okay, all right, let's stay in the bike lane. A special connection to, or somewhere that you feel like a part of you is there. So I would love for you to find someone to talk to about that during this run. Okay, and we'll stop when we get to the beach. So Nat, yeah, I can begin with you. You have a podcast. Yes. Would you like to tell us around this area and people listening about this podcast of yours?
Yeah, so my husband Gerald and I started our podcast called the Sweet Run Podcast. Sweet like hotel suite.
Yep.
We started it coming up on 2 years in November, and we talked to passionate runners about their running journey, and then we talk about where they live. So it's a running and travel podcast, and we're really passionate about it. We love the running community. We love being a part of it. We love talking to people, and from elite professional runners to,
and you have had quite the roundup of professional runners.
it's been really fun. We feel super privileged that people have wanted to come on our show.
Yeah.
And we're coming up on 100 episodes in a couple weeks, and so we're gonna celebrate that and be grateful and keep going.
Yep.
And we live in LA. We love living here. It's a great place to train. Great weather. The running community here is very vibrant. There's so many different types of running groups that you can get involved with, or you can be like me and run almost most of my runs solo.
Yep.
I will say about LA, I think it's a very misunderstood city.
Yep.
People have a preconceived notion about what it's like, and it's a really beautiful place to live. You can find the most amazing trails.
Yeah.
And it doesn't even feel like you're living in a city. So
I would believe that. Yeah, I think that's good to mention, because I'm sure that's something that is underutilized, and people just assume it is the busyness of Hollywood. And so, thank you for sharing that. And I encourage everyone to go check out your podcast. You've also been on Running for Real before, so people can go listen to that episode as well.
And you've been on our podcast.
Yes. Have all the St. Louis dip, all the St. Louis hangouts. Let's cut across over there.
It's a beautiful day in Venice right now.
It is.
Tina, how many times have you been to LA?
I guess it depends how you count it, because I lived here for 8 months. We're not here. I'm just checking that everyone's getting across. Okay, not here, but we didn't actually come to LA that much, like the inner part of LA. But I lived here I've probably been to this area, if you include the 8-month chunk as one, maybe 8 times. So I love it.
That you lived in Southern California. Where did you live, in Orange County?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
so pretty there too.
It is beautiful, and I was hooked forever. I was telling my parents this morning about how a piece of my heart is here, and my dad said, well, you used to love snow too, and I was like, no. This isn't the same thing.
Totally different.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to have everyone... Okay, so I'm just going to have everyone stop for just a minute, and we'll do a census check-in here. So I just want us to stand as a group in a circle for a minute. Okay, and I want to ask you, I'm going to have everyone close our eyes. I mentioned we're going to do the 5 primary senses. We're going to end with sight. So I want you to kind of shout out as you experience things. The first 2 may be a little less, because there's not much to say there, but I want you to start by taking a nice deep breath. And one more. And there's a little bit shorter breaths, obviously, because we are running, so they're not going to be nice and deep as they would otherwise. And I want to ask you, what is it you smell right now? Sand. Sweet?
Venice Beach.
Sand.
Venice. It's just the Venice Beach smell. Okay. What is it you taste? Anyone got any specific taste? I definitely taste coffee from the coffee. Anyone else?
It's a little coconut or something.
Coconut. Okay.
I don't know why, but I have that.
Okay. Anything else?
Raspberry from my electrolytes.
That sounds good. Like that. Yep. Yeah. Usually for me, or sometimes it's just like nothing. It tastes nothing. I haven't had anything for a while, but it's nice when you've got something that you actually like the taste of. Okay, so next I want to ask you to close your eyes and just kind of call out noises that you hear. Someone clapping. Guitar. Footsteps. Wind.
Voice drums.
Bass.
Okay, thank you. And next, I want you to just be present in your bodies and what is it you are feeling? Just shout out awareness as it comes to you. What is your body's attention drawn to? Breeze. Mine's phone in my hand. Was that presence? Love that. Warmth.
Love you, buddy.
Hair in my face. Anything else?
Gratitude.
Gratitude. I'm feeling that. Love that. Okay. All right. And finally, what is it you see? Look around. The thing I usually ask for is pick one thing to pay detail to. What would you not normally pay attention to that has some kind of detail to it that you otherwise would not notice? So I see some diamond mosaic-like patterns on a building over there. What else do we see? Anything that's jumping out that has detail to it that you wouldn't normally pay attention to? A pair of shoes hanging.
Face in that iron structure.
A face in the iron structure, I like it. Anything else anyone wants to share?
The Venice sign, which I normally notice in photos, but not in person.
Perfect, great. Okay, well, thank you for doing a body check-in there, a census check-in. So we're going to head out. So do we think we should go on the path? Everyone good with that? Okay, we'll go on the bike path. My watch didn't actually start, so.
I've got like 0.6.
Okay, so we'll do maybe, a mile and a bit. We'll turn around, come back to here. And yeah, we mostly stay together, but at least with one other person. And again, in case you didn't hear me, I would love for you to share with someone you don't know a little about you if you want to, but also a place that is meaningful to you. Maybe you visited it for a day and it just impacted you. Maybe it's somewhere that you go back to time and time again. Just share somewhere that is special to you that's maybe not here, if you live here. So yeah.
It might be better to walk on this part or to run on this part of the path than the bike path, because the bike path really is for bikes.
Okay.
It gets a little.
And it
Okay.
can get a little bit sketchy, and this is a little wider.
Okay.
Yeah,
all
at
right,
least until we get down at the
At least till
end,
there, right?
and then it gets wider for pedestrians.
Okay, all right, let's go ahead and stay on here. Whenever, whoever's at the front, if you want to lead us onto the bike path, when it gets wider, that's good. But yeah, thank you, and let's go for a little run.
Who knows where we're going? They should be at the front. Barely. It's easy. Just great. Just north.
I can.
And we'll make sure to regroup again before we head back to the store. So I'm just going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I grew up in Berkeley, so I've been, going through there, going to Tahoe.
Exactly. Yeah. Everyone stops for pie.
All right, so Shannon, can you tell me a little about you and your running story?
Yeah, I started running just about 10 years ago when my girls were old enough that I felt like I could leave them in broad daylight for a half an hour. And I had never really run ever because I was really fast in elementary school as a runner, and I was told in middle school I wasn't good enough to run, and I just never ran.
You were
again.
told, literally by someone?
By a coach. I went to try out for the track team, and they said you're not very good. You just don't need to be here.
So harmful, those kind of comments.
So
Yeah, stay with us. Come join us for. Yeah, I'll ask you next. That is crazy how comments like that can just impact your whole life.
Yeah. So didn't run until about like 36.
Yeah. Wow. Well, I'm so glad you decided to overcome that voice that told you you couldn't do that, because not everyone does that. You know, those authority figures that say that to us can stop us for life trying something new. So thank you for doing it. Yeah, come join us. What's your name?
My name's Kia.
Kia? Well, nice to
meet you.
Yeah, you too.
Let's join us for breakfast later.
Oh, thank you. Is this a restaurant? Oh, Purely Elizabeth. I love Purely Elizabeth.
And we have a whole bunch of coupons. We have tote bags, granola, ice cream. There's a lounge. Awesome.
This is next level selling you're doing. Yeah, joining the run. I love it.
All right.
Nice to meet you, Kia. Yeah, I used to live there. I used to live down the beach too. Beautiful place.
Welcome to LA, Tina.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, tell us a little bit about your story.
Oh gosh.
Whatever you want to share.
My name is Shihwan Liu, Turbalon, she, her. My story, gosh. Running helped me find my freedom and
Wow, that's a
confidence. And you see my son all the way in the back, trying to be really cool. I was a single mom. Running is how I got back on my feet.
He's showing you that he's not at the back.
So he just broke 18 minutes at the cross-country meet on Friday night.
So what was he doing rounding out the back?
He's
He's now past us.
Cringing him.
Okay.
We're also cringing. I started contributing to Runner's World and Women's Running magazines, I think around 2020, 2021, to write about anti-aging paint and to give voices to more people. Yep. I'm still doing that and hoping to continue to do that, and one day we'll become a book. That's the hope.
That's amazing,
Yeah.
And I love that you are saying that piece of it, that someday I hope that will become a book or that will become a book.
I know someone buy my book, please.
Well, but it's also kind of calling it into intention, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I'm a very big believer in that like you speaking these things, especially something like that where it's easy to not say that, because if it doesn't happen, people can visibly see that it didn't happen. Yeah. But you are speaking it into existence, so I love that.
Thank you.
Yeah, I love that so much. So
thank you.
I'll be customer number one if you write it.
You're gonna contribute a blurb, will you?
I'll contribute a what?
A blurb.
A blurb? Yes.
Yeah. Thank you.
100% for you.
Yes.
Were you a writer first? And then was passionate about writing about running?
I've always been a writer. I feel like, I'm an immigrant. I always feel like I'm gifted in language. I just couldn't see how I could make a living with writing. I didn't want to be a journalist. I mean, I got a regular corporate job at the Coca-Cola company, and my husband's a real writer.
You're a real writer too.
A real writer.
You didn't go saying that. You write for Women's Running magazine. You told us that. That makes you a real writer. But even if you don't,
still a real writer.
Anyone, same as with running, anyone who writes is a writer.
Thank you.
Doesn't matter what level it is.
Yeah, that's so true. I always tell people, you move your body, you're a runner. Yeah, right. You're a runner.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go grab someone else. I'll let you two go. Davey,
I'm trying.
You are doing amazing. I'm proud of you. I'm so proud of you for being out here. Can you just, for my audience, tell me? Or no, do you know? Would you rather me not talk to you? We'll talk afterwards.
Always.
Okay.
If I can breathe and talk, then I'm not out of it.
Yep. So your name is David Schatz.
David Schatz.
I'll tell that part.
Yogi, philosopher, ninja.
Yep, that's a pretty accurate description. I'm one of my lifelong best friend, brother people.
Tina, you are one of my best friends.
Yeah. I know. And you are here right now, running with us, even though, when was the last time you went for a run?
It's probably my last lifetime. Maybe the one before that.
Okay. Well, we are so proud you're out here. I'm honored that I got you out here.
Oh, it's an honor to be here. I love your body scan. That idea of staying with the body and the sensation is very closely related to yoga and meditation practice.
Yep.
So you're awesome, bringing that to the forefront.
Thank you. Yeah, it's an important piece. I do it multiple times in the runs usually. This is a bit shorter, so maybe not today. But I just wanted to grab you for a second. I'm about to get run over by a car. I'm gonna go grab someone else, get their story.
Appreciate you, Tina.
I appreciate you, my friend. All right, I'll see you. You got this. But
Are we gonna meet back at the place we started?
Yep. Hi there, friends.
Hi.
Okay, can you tell us a little bit about you? Lady in the orange. Who are you?
Elizabeth Inpine.
Oh, is that your name?
That's my name.
One of my closest friends.
Yes, we have been dear friends for a long time. Probably my most trusted soul outside of my blood family. Getting to come spend time with you this weekend.
Yep. And for my listeners, Elizabeth is the Elizabeth that I often mention in my newsletters. This is the Elizabeth. So tell us a bit about your running journey.
I was a collegiate swimmer and water polo player, so running was always the punishment. And then when I stopped, I found running for myself.
Yep.
It was beautiful and freeing, and that's how it became a sense of therapy.
Yep.
And then over the years, I started doing some races, got into triathlon, and now running is just something I do to see this beautiful world, to run with friends, and to calm myself down because I am a worrier.
Yep.
And running helps soothe that inner animal, I guess.
Yep, we all, many of us can resonate with that. That's a trait many of us have in common. Well, thank you for sharing that. I want to make sure we get to the person behind you who you were just talking to here, because this person has a particularly... Are you okay to talk right now? You want to take a minute?
Should have done me first.
Should have done you first. Okay.
No, I'm good though. What's happening?
Tell us why today is so important to you right now while you're here.
Well, my name is Gerald Mitchell, and this is my first group run in probably years, but particularly because I've not run this far in a long time.
Yep.
I had triple bypass surgery on August the 10th, and so 5.5 weeks later, I'm out here with a bunch of lovely people on a lovely Sunday morning. It's great.
I know. That had to be so scary. I mean, this is the example we hear time and time again, right? Where you're healthy, you're fit, you look after yourself, you have a family who is loving and supportive, and seem like you have it all down. And then something happens like this that's so unexpected. And it's always one of those things, you don't think will happen to you, right?
Not at all.
What is something that comes to mind to you when you think about, maybe not what you've learned, but like the morality of life, the fragility of us as humans?
So my son Josh and I were talking about the size of space in terms of large and small. And it occurred to me that since we're not going to figure it all out and love the pursuit of figuring all that out, here's what we can control: who we love, how we love, and how we take care of the space we actually have. Because, I don't have a rocket that's going to take me out to the edge of space, and nor do I have a shrinking ray that's going to shrink me down to a quark to even understand it.
Yeah.
But this we can control to a certain extent.
Yeah, sure.
Very little bit.
Yeah.
But we have some agency here, so use it for good.
Yeah. Well, and you were very much doing that even before, from what I saw and knowing, your dear wife, who is just one of the most amazing humans, Natalie.
Oh, yeah.
What now how do you plan on keeping that message, at the level it is right now without kind of settling into the contentment and, forgetting this?
Well, I don't know when it'll happen, but hopefully at some point I'll not rub my chest and go, whoa, they really cut me open, didn't they?
Yeah.
And they really did that.
Yeah.
But that right now, whatever's going on, when you get that silent moment or pause and you rub your chest, and there's an 8-inch scar on my chest from being cut open. A whole lot of stuff doesn't matter.
Yep.
And you zero in on what does.
For sure.
And so, love the people who love you. My wife, Natalie, and those 3 awesome kids, Josh, Megan, and Al. And being able to connect with people. Like hanging out, running with you. Meeting Jordan in person.
Yeah.
Who have both been on our podcast.
All right, we can flip, actually.
Yeah.
Come on.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, it is for sure. We are, I'm so glad I finally got to meet you in person and that you and Nat came together, and just such a gift to have this morning. I still feel so surreal being here. So for the listeners, what we see, we got Venice Beach to our right, this gorgeous white sand. It's a blue sky out there. It's such a beautiful day. The ocean is there. We got palm trees on our left. So many people out just being themselves. That's one of the things I love so much about this part of the country is just the freedom to be whoever you are, however you come, whatever stage in life you're in. So the
whole of humanity, absolutely.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing to see, and I'm so thankful for this opportunity to do it and to get to have these friends who I've known and bringing them together. And even for people listening, you've heard these. Well, Gerald hasn't been on the podcast yet, but Natalie has, and other people in the community have, in this run right now have, and it's just a gift.
I'm still running.
Yeah, you absolutely are.
It's 2. Can we acknowledge your 2?
Yeah. I'm gonna go and try and grab Jordan up at the front. So I'm gonna leave you 2 here for a bit, and I'll see you in a bit. Yeah. Can I hand you this as I'm still carrying it? Thank you. All right, I'll see you. So friends, I am running ahead to go catch up with Jordan, who is pushing little babe right now in the stroller with a few others. We're going to try and catch them up, check in with them. They're quite far ahead, actually. I don't even see them, but yep, I do see them. Gonna have to pick up the pace for a little bit, but I hope you're enjoying this. We just got this little moment of quiet, and so I invite you, even in these moments where it feels like maybe FOMO, or you're not a part of something, or you're left behind with something, you can have these connections in your space too. There are people out there who you can meet around you who will give you that same sense of community and belonging. I would love to meet you someday at a run, but even if you can't have that for the time being, I hope this experience, rather than feeling exclusive where you're not with anyone and you're left behind, I hope this feels like it's bringing you in, and that people, you're feeling like you're here with us and you're envisioning what it's like to be in this moment right now. Jordan is running pretty fast. Because it is, that's the goal with these things. I know these public ones can be very, you're not there, but I hope that it is giving you energy and giving you inspiration. I mean, what we just heard from Gerald right there, incredible. And I hope that you can see that there's so much inspiration all around. I mean, this is a group of I don't know, maybe 12, 15 of us. And look at all the stories we've already heard. So it's a real treat to have this opportunity for me, but I hope also for you. So I'm just running, coming into the main strip of Venice now. Jordan's about 20 meters ahead of me. No, when I say Jordan Marie brings 3 white horses. Daniel, who has been on the podcast, definitely encourage you to go check that one out. She did the land acknowledgement and blessing and is really one of the most relentless and persistent people I know in terms of standing up for what she believes in. So we're catching up to her and we're going to go check in with her and who she's running with. You two are booking it. It's taking me 5 minutes to catch you up. So can I hear a little bit? I mean, Jordan, you've been on the podcast. I was just saying that as I caught you up. So I'll come to you second.
I feel like I've been interviewing you. Like it was no, I just didn't know you.
Yeah, I love that.
But that's the fun part about running is you stay fit enough, you can still chit chat.
Absolutely, yeah.
While you're getting some fitness in. Yeah, but I mean, I want to know about you. I'll let you have the stage.
You said you want to know about me?
Yeah.
Oh no, I want to know about you today. Tell me about it, like anything you want to share from your running journey.
Running journey. I grew up in a running household. My mom really prides herself on her 800-meter record at Oregon State that she held until her sister broke it.
Oh no! Although that's probably the best way to break it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And just by like, so just a portion of a second. So keep it in the family though.
Yep.
Yeah, my parents met in high school, running cross country and track. And so they kind of raised us around track and cross country. They let us do some soccer, but the cross training thing, but we did midfields because that's a lot of running too. And then I just learned it just made me feel better. Get endorphins. And then family trips, Dad would usually find like a 5K or something.
Oh wow, so you are a true running family. Vacations a little bit based around your...
It's odd, you can typically find one. It's not that we based it around the vacation. Although when my sisters were, I guess, I mean, I'm a good runner, but my sister is a great runner, and so when she would go and do her invitationals, and that was definitely like some family vacation.
If you don't mind me asking, did you ever struggle with that? Like feeling like you didn't belong in it because of that?
I think while I was growing up, it was probably slightly on my mind, but I just think that I realize I just have some different interests that I put more time and energy into, and I think the difference between a good runner and an exceptional runner is mindset. And she's willing to put everything on the line to the point of everything hurting and vomiting, body movements,
Yeah.
I think I hold back a little bit.
Well, as someone who did do all the vomiting and pushing to the edge, I think sometimes it's like, it seems like that should be the ideal, but sometimes it's better actually to not be living that way. There's so much pressure around that kind of life.
She can tell her story better than I can, but I think that it definitely, my observation as her older sister was that pressure got to her, and probably sophomore and junior year of college, and there was a lot of I think sacrifices that you need to make as a college athlete around friendships and other things. I even noticed I walked on to Stanford Crew because I had the leg strength and the cardio, but I quickly realized that would be like, other than studies, that would be all that I would do. So it's just, I think the short answer is I realized that there was other things I wanted to do than running.
I love that. I think that's such a strength to be able to do that.
But then running became a huge component of training to be on the Miss USA stage as Miss Alaska.
Oh, okay, wow.
Yeah.
Did you say that earlier?
No.
Oh, okay, that's amazing. You were Miss Alaska?
Yeah, I got top 10 at Miss USA.
Amazing.
And I got I think that there's some perceptions around pageantry that this a stage body is achieved in an unhealthy way.
Yeah.
Not for me. That's just a lot of hard work.
Yes.
It's essentially getting like the best, like I would say probably like 800 meter shape.
Yeah.
It's a lot of sprinting.
Yeah.
Because that physique is just a lot of long lean muscles.
Yeah. Yep.
And then the strut, you need to have like a lot of hip opening that's necessary for running.
Wow, yeah. Well, I would love to dig into that maybe in a future episode. I have a good friend who is Mrs. America, and she was my college teammate. And I learned a lot from her recently as I interviewed her, but I would love to dig into some of these concepts with you. A little
I
bit
don't think
more.
we ever talked about it from the, like I viewed it as a fitness competition.
Okay, yep.
Or like the biggest track meet of your life.
Yep. Can we try and catch up Jordan for a minute? She's just like rolling ahead. Is this where we're stopping? Maybe not, don't need to if we're going to wait here.
Oh, yeah, that's where we started. The thing I noticed earlier but didn't say was all the umbrellas.
Oh, yeah. Yep, there are a lot of those. Hey, let's wait just a second, let people... Jordan, I didn't mean to, I wasn't trying to tell you to, okay.
Oh, no, I think my story's been told way too many times.
Okay, is there anything you'd like to add? Or like anything today that's on your mind?
No, I just think it's super important in the power of like running that brings people together. Like all backgrounds, all walks of life, connecting people that you only may have known through social media and to finally meeting them in real life, or to being a guest on their podcast and you finally get to meet them.
I know, I'm so excited you finally.
I know, and then same with Nat too, and her husband.
Absolutely.
I was on theirs as well, and so it's really great to like connect the voices with the faces and like see them in real time. But no, I think that's just the beauty of running, is just being able to disconnect from, you know, our personal kind of lives and like work and all that stuff, but reconnect back into community when you're able to like be with the group.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, it is such a gift, and I mean, days like this are the perfect example, right? We've got people from all, I mean, I'm sure she just said, but like Miss Alaska, top 10 Miss, I mean, like that's not something that we would ever have known had we not been running with you, you know? So like that's such a good example of
seeing people's stories.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and that's why like when I do these runs, I like to say like, what would you like to share?
Yeah.
Because you know, people can have stories that they would want to tell, but they don't get, the question doesn't get asked right. So then they're like, well, that's not really what she asked. So it's really cool to see what people come up with when I ask them, what would you like to share? So I can see some people coming. Yep. We'll give Gerald, this is his first group run since his triple bypass, and he's, amazing that he's out there.
What makes sense to me about triple bypass is that I have such like misconceptions that because to me, he looks so fit. And my understanding of triple bypass is when maybe you don't pick everybody or consume too much fat.
I know, it's such a good example of like, you never know, you know, your health is everything.
Clearly can happen to anybody.
Yeah, for sure. All right, I'm going to grab David. Will you share what would you like to share with us? Hello, my new friend.
Yes, sure. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? How's your run going?
That was great. That was a good pace. There was a high schooler on the trip, and I did my best to keep pace with him.
Yeah, he just broke 18.
That's incredible.
Yep. So in the 5K.
In the 5K.
Yeah, I say that. That's like, that was my like elite background slipping out there, like saying that so casually.
Yeah.
You know, like he just broke 18, whereas most people would be like 18.
18, yeah. Exactly.
What?
No, you know, it's 5K.
18 minutes in the 5K is what I meant.
Right.
So yeah, if you keeping him going, then that's a good thing. So tell me a bit about you.
I'm David. I'm from San Francisco originally. Moved to LA from New York about 2 years ago. Just recently kind of got back into trail running or running, period. I ran cross country, as I just said, in high school, but never really did anything longer than like 7-8 miles. So did an 8-mile trail run last weekend, which surprised me, and now I think I caught the bug, and now I want to get back into it. I don't know if I'm a long distance person. I don't know if I'm a marathoner. Kind of have to be. Don't have to be?
No, you don't have to do that.
Okay, good.
Not at all.
Fitness is the priority for me.
Yeah, well, even just getting out there is the priority, right? Moving your body. I mean, things like this are such a good example of like being surrounded by community and just getting out to experience whatever comes of it. It's I'm so glad we've got this gift of this run today. And
Me too.
you and I connected last night. We're at Nick's vegan potluck.
That's
Can
right.
I just acknowledge the fact that I went to a vegan potluck?
Oh, I mean,
for me, that's like blowing my mind.
and the food was so good, and there was so much
All right,
of
I
it.
think we can.
Yeah.
We can keep talking. All right, are we ready to? Is that everyone? We can. David's coming. I think he. Are you gonna walk for a bit? Yeah.
Our store associate.
Yeah. Do we have everyone? Yep.
Where's your partner?
Yeah.
Have you seen your wife?
Yeah. Where is
As
she?
I was just telling the story, she notoriously leaves me on runs, which is fine.
Okay.
I haven't
So we're missing. No, I can see her there. Yeah, her and Gina are coming.
Okay.
They must have. They're just getting extra credit and adding on distance.
We got.
Yeah, they may have run an extra half mile or something.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Burn these legs.
All right. We'll wait for them. We'll run back, and then.
Oh man, they did.
Oh yeah, they're vlogging.
That's just like videoing.
Vlog and run.
Where'd you guys live?
Houses up the roads.
Oh, Pacific House. I was like, we better turn around. I feel like I saw it. I was like, turn. I need. Okay, they're not gonna turn.
Are we ready to kind of walk, jog back? Everyone good?
That's been the hardest part.
Yeah.
Like having
Okay. So
anytime I do get a chance, I'm like,
can I have you just double check the way back from here?
We can go actually straight up until I kind of know it.
Okay. All right. We'll trust your judgment then, Gerald. If we end up in like.
We won't end up in downtown LA. I promise you that.
start again. Do you want? I'll take a group.
Oh yeah. Can we do it? Yeah. Can we do a group picture? Yeah.
And the shade here is good. Lighting for everybody.
Can you use this phone too?
They think they're with me. Oh yeah.
Wow.
My favorite oatmeal / granola.
We're doing a pop-up at the end of the block with acai.
Wow, scratch each other's back.
Like free acai, free granola. Yeah, when we're done
That's awesome. Sounds great.
Sorry, you didn't know what you were in for.
Volunteering for this.
Okay. Make sure I get the bed then. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to take a couple on both. Oh my god, it smells so good.
Yeah, it does.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Very much. All right.
All right, we
Section. We'll go for another right.
We had one of the people doing this with you, Kia. She ran with me with us for a while.
Yeah.
So she was really, She was doing her part, and yeah, she gave me that.
Oh, okay. Great.
Still have it?
If you guys are hungry.
Okay,
We got acai and granola, beverages, water.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I think I know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, buy one, get one coupon.
Tina, what's your name? Tina Muir, 88. Tina M-U-I-R.
Can't wait.
Yeah. Thank you so much. All right, we ready to run back? Yeah. Let's do it. So, David. Yes, you were saying vegan potluck.
Vegan potluck, it was incredible. Everyone brought a ton of food, and there were like 50 plus of us.
Yep.
All plant-based.
And such amazing people with these, like, I'm saying usually when I'm at an event, I define myself as something to do with sustainability.
Yeah.
And I say, like, I'm really passionate about it, or like, at this dinner, it felt like every single person there said something about that, and I was like, this is like, amazing.
That was definitely your crowd, and even like today on this run, everyone kind of mentions something sustainably oriented. I don't know what it is, but
In the middle, you know.
hopefully this is the tide turning.
Yep.
Where the general public is kind of realizing this is a lot bigger than just
Absolutely.
some hippies.
Yes. Hippies.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, Gina, I've not spoken to you yet. What do you tell me a bit about whatever you want to share about your running journey?
Somewhere here.
Well, I've been running since I was 11, I guess, and I mean it's kind of just been, I ran in high school, I swam a bit in college, but kept kind of running through it. I did triathlons after college, and now I'm just, through just trying to kind of keep some regularity with my kid life.
Yep.
And just having something for myself.
Yes.
More than anything.
So important. So important.
Just feel much better if I. Better mom. Better person.
Yeah, I definitely feel it. So you said your daughter was 4?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have a 4-year-old as well, and a 2-year-old, and it's very easy to slip into that mindset of like, you know, you can't have time for yourself, or it's so hard to set that aside and take that time for yourself because it feels like they don't want you to go and you don't want to disappoint them and you should be there for them. And so I love hearing that you know, running has become that thing for you that makes you a better mum. Not makes you, what you might tell yourself is that, like, I'm taking away from my kids, but actually you're giving.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, sometimes I feel mom guilt.
Yeah.
But, I think, you know, they don't even know. I think she knows that I'm doing it.
Yes.
We were there. We were there Friday night.
Exercise is just part of life, being outdoors especially.
Yes, as it should be. And you're also showing her that it's important to put your health there and take care of yourself and do something active. So I love that. Thank you so much for sharing that. Have you enjoyed this run today to get to meet some new people and have some good conversations?
We are in the Palisades. I grew up around here, not in Venice, but like in Palisades, so like right near Malibu.
Oh, nice.
So just kind of like home. I went to UCLA.
Oh, okay.
And so I lived out on the west side.
Yeah.
And I don't mind now, but it's always nice to come back.
Sure.
That would be great. For him, but
yeah, that's yeah. Oh, yeah. I definitely understand that part. I hope David knows where he's going because he definitely took us on an angle. I feel like I'm lost now. I definitely should have done a bit better job of looking up the multiple routes back here.
I don't know where this is well. Like,
It's been so nice. And just so many different stories here and people who are doing inspiring things for me. Their journeys have been meant to them. So I'm glad everyone listening to this at home can also be a part of that. Yeah. So you and Nat kept going. Do you know how far you turned around when you turned around? Was it like?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I didn't start my watch.
Yeah, I forgot to start mine, so I'm not sure where we're at.
I need some fruits and vegetables probably. But she used to live where I grew up.
Oh wow!
And we went to the same high school.
That's crazy. That's a small world.
I heard it on her podcast, so I had to ask her.
Yeah. Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
So that was an unexpected surprise for you that she was here.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's so cool.
Probably sounds weird. Yeah. People that know so much about you.
Yeah, it's, you know.
Hey, Nat.
Yeah, it really does. And even when.
Thank you.
Take a picture of the two of us, or if you
Yeah, let's do it.
I've got a ton of video.
Okay, thank you.
Oh wait, we're gonna have to do one. We're not. Stop for a second.
Okay.
Okay.
Now
We see you walking in the background.
Guys from the back.
Oh, we can get you in it too.
Yeah.
Come on, let's take the three of us real quick.
Okay. Reversing is like, what are you doing?
I try to be good. I feel like when you're like really into your run, you're just like, I'm not touching my phone. No. You know,
That's the beauty of this one.
yeah.
Do a little bit of it. I feel like I know you.
How you doing, bud?
I'm doing.
Yeah?
I'm almost finished. with
Almost
this thing.
finished. Yep. You are. So is this the longest you've run since?
This is the longest I've run
Amazing.
nonstop.
Wow.
Yeah.
And how does that feel? You know, you obviously come from a background where that wasn't the thing to be, you know,
Worried about it.
yeah, or like, you know, super proud of. So how does that feel to have your perspective, you know, reset like that?
Oh, I feel like I've completed a very big race.
Yeah.
Or I'm about to complete a very big race.
Yep.
Because we're not
You
quite
are.
done yet. Yes.
I feel like we should do a cheer tunnel for you or something.
You know, there was a point where I thought I could fix it. And so I was like, you're just out of shape. So I started running 1 mile per day.
This was before?
Before.
Okay.
Horrible thing to do.
Yeah.
But I didn't know. Hadn't got all the diagnosis yet.
Sure, yeah. How are you to know?
Now, where were you
And so
originally?
I started running.
Okay.
And it was the worst mile of my life every day for 2 weeks. 2 weeks of
You
running
like pain in your chest or just in general?
in my chest.
Oh my god. But did that not scare you, like the fact that it was your chest, or you just kind of were still in that, that's not happening to me?
No. There was a point after a couple of days of repeated just walking, and then I think, let's get in shape running.
Yeah.
I got to the point where I was afraid to go out by myself.
Yeah.
Like I was running, walking on the treadmill, it didn't matter.
Yeah.
I would always ask one of the kids to go with me. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, do all my kids know CPR? Do they know how to unlock my phone quickly?
And were you telling this at the time, or were you struggling to say like that you felt like something was wrong?
No, I was pretty open about it.
Okay.
After the first few days, I think I called her the first day and I was like, hey, I'm walking and I'm not having a good time with this. I'm having some real struggles here. And so I was pretty open. But of those 2 weeks of running pre-surgery, I only completed a mile twice without walking. And one of those times I thought, it was very emotional. I was thinking, oh my gosh, what horrible situation am I in?
You can come join us.
Come on.
Oh, that's why I meant
But
to.
yeah, now
I did. Oh my god.
I'm happy. Outside of the little breaks we took, I've run the whole
You have
3.1, whole 5K.
Hey, don't you feel like you
And
don't really appreciate
I'm just
it?
resetting for some new challenges.
Yeah.
Great. I can't believe I lived this life.
Natalie keeps putting that M word out there, and I'm like, no. Let's start with half. Let's start as the big milestone.
Yeah.
And then we'll see what happens after that.
Yep.
But
Well,
just
you
getting
are
a bib
coming
on my
into it
chest.
right here. Here is your finish line. I'm going to make everyone cheer you. Yeah. Hey, can I get everyone to just cheer for a second that Gerald just did a 5K, 5.5 weeks after a triple bypass? That is amazing. So thank you all. Have we got everyone here? No. Where did they were taking us? Oh, there they are. They're over there. Okay. All right. Okay. So Gabby is here. Did you have a massage? It was nice. Good. Oh yeah, you had a specific thing that needed healing. That was perfect. Okay. Well, Dava, are you good to lead us through some gentle something for when they get there here in a minute?
Not really much time, right?
Yeah. So we'll
Like
just
about
do some,
5 minutes or something.
I think we'll probably do 10 or 15.
We can just find a place.
Yep. We'll get them to come back here, and then we'll do that. Just some gentle cooling down stuff, and yeah. Let me grab them. Thanks, Frank. So friends, we have finished our run at the Allbirds store. Pretty amazing experience there. Final 3 coming in after some pictures, and I want to thank you for joining us today. We're going to go ahead and do a little yoga session. I appreciate you joining, and I hope this was enjoyable for you. I know it was a little more up stop and start than usual, but really special experience, and thank you for joining.
There's a big indigenous mural right there.
Really?
We all ran right by it. Didn't even know.
Wow.